Okay, let's go back. What are you doing on computer? Go outside, so beautiful. Right now we are having disease all around the world. I don't think it's a good idea. Hey yo, what's up? My name is iPhong and welcome back to Doki Doki Blue Sky. In the previous episode, I have admit that I done goof. I saved the same save files at the same time at the end of the episodes, and it was embarrassing. I'm not gonna lie. And don't worry. Once I finish this episode, I'm gonna save in this empty slot, and then the next episode, when I even finish the next session, I'm gonna save in these empty slots, and then afterward into the next 3 episodes, I'm gonna overwrite this save file. I mean, everyone makes mistakes, I'm not gonna lie, and then there's never too late to actually fixing the problems, right? However, the way you have to wait like every week, it makes annoys you, but it at least gonna keep you excited for waiting what's going up on the heads. And for me, that I'm just gonna play the games all at once. Once I get tired, I'm going to sleep and wait for the next day to do the edition of the videos episode by episode, and then things gonna be hunky-dory. And yeah, back to the folders, and let's see if anything happens. The character seems still fine though, and it's sadly, if they put some more save file into these folders, it would be really handy, because if you accidentally save to save file at the same times, and you really want to actually delete one of them, it could be really useful. And so far, nothing changed into folders. Things still going well. So yeah, it's pretty much it in the folder so far. And yeah, we're gonna go to this section. And yeah, don't worry, you guys and girls, don't get mad at me. I know I did wrong in the previous episodes, and I'm gonna do this right. I mean, don't mad at me, just a little mistake though. So yeah, we're gonna go back to the games, back to the store work, I guess. Shell, they go to me. Feed me, they said, as they stand empty. But the master, remain unmoved, nay unshaken. As I fiddle with the pen in my hands, I don't even know how to do pen trick though. I mean, I'm really impressed by people who can actually spin the pens on top of the thumbs and pointy fingers. I don't know how to. I'm really bad pen trick, and I honestly never do pen trick for my entire life. And I, just move on. I ignore the plea after the shells lesson taught. I'm often in my own world, a world where I have much time to spend with Natsuki as I want. Scenes from the past replaced in my mind as I run through all the different choices I could make. But of course, every passing customer pulls me back to reality. Here I am standing amidst tins of red bean paste and bags of rice crackers. Away from literature clubs, away from my friends, and away from Natsuki. Man, I don't even know how long it's been since I've seen her. Weeks, months? The only person I had time to catch up with has been Sayori, but that's not much of a surprise. Although she lives right next door, I have to actively try to avoid her, to never see her. But after I say that, she's really been going out of her way to walk me to school. She even started coming around to hang out more whenever I finish work early. According to her, Natsuki has barely been attending the club herself because of how much she's been working. So, what's left is only 3 people. Is that okay? I wonder if anyone's been checking up on Natsuki. It definitely gives me a solace that Sayori cares enough to always make sure I'm feeling alright, so I hope Natsuki has someone like her. My number 1 priority is just trying to make sure Natsuki is safe. I mean, she happy about talking, discussing mangas and stuff. However, after a bunch of episodes when Natsuki was being harmed, I honestly thinking about number one priority about Sibley first. Well, I guess Sayori was the one who introduced me to the literature clubs, so it's no wonder that she wants to make sure I'm giving up my social life. Man, she's still the same after all these years. Always trying to brighten everyone's day. I should really do more for her, especially since she one of the few people giving me sin nowadays. I wish it was the whole club, saying I get out from behind the counters and start stalking. Today's been not leaving anyway, so I'm not too concerned. And there's only a couple minutes left on my ship before we close, so it's not much of a problem. By the time I finish stacking the shelves and helping a customer that came in at the last moment, it's closing time. I knock on the office door and let the boss know that I'm finished, and I'll see him tomorrow. He fills me up, smiling as I go. I get some sleep. I can't even be bothered reheating leftover for dinners. Since when you have leftover? What? Since when you cook for your next day? Eh? As I stare outside the door, I see a familiar figure leaning on the post. Monica? Wait, what are you doing this late? Yes, that's my name, don't worry, Al. But what do you do outside this late? She was walking towards me, she wearing a faint smile. Smoke as always, I see, how have you been? It's been what, 2 weeks? A month and a half? Oh my god, that's a long time. Wait, that means exams are next week. I can see the faint smile grow as Monica sees my panic. I'm guessing you haven't had time to study? Yeah, not really. Between work and school, free time is not a thing of the past. Yeah, when you're working, you need to start to think about time management. I mean, you need to control your schedule, man. So what brings you by? I straighten my clothes and offer her to work with me. I wanted to catch up. To be honest, it's been far too long. Ain't that the truth? Wait, yes, just use Anne to the president of the literature clubs. And Monica chuckles and looks like she finds it mildly funny. At least, I bring her to stop at the vending machine. The corner eye insert goes merely as it clatters through the machine. At the moment a can drops, I can see Monica raising her eyebrow from the corner of my eyes. Offer a can to Monica. Black double espresso? Oh my god, that's so bitter. I did not taste espresso before, but black. Oh my god, you won't see the end of it. I mean, I'm still interested to taste it, but you know, there's no milk or anything in there. I don't remember drinking coffee, let alone something that strong. See, I'm guessing it. It's so bitter. I mean, when you heard about espresso, man, that's a big no-no sometimes. That's when you really need some dense milk. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, espresso drinking alone is so bitter, but when you add with dense milk, or you can actually using normal milk if you want to, and it actually tastes really nice. Like it just tastes like a normal, you know, cappuccinos, because like it still doesn't have any taste, but it's still actually having milk to cover up. That's what I'm thinking. That's what it's for you. What makes you think I drink it? Just a hunch, but I think I've known you long enough to know. Monica smiles. You know me almost too well then, iPhong. Thank you. Don't mention it, so tell me, Monica, what can I help you with? You wouldn't come all the way just say hello. As much as you know, I would appreciate the thoughts. Too well indeed. Careful, if you start noticing too much about me, a little someone might get jealous. You're right. I mean, deja vu. She's grinning at me now, nudging my arm as if we start to walk once again. As she does so, she cracks her open the can and takes a sip. I can't help but smile as she brings the can back down. I can tell from her expression that makes her perfect choice for a drink. It also reminds me of the conversation I had with Natsuki. Several months ago, I had to tell her next time I get a chance. If I get a chance, suppose. Oh, that's right. I hesitate. Yeah, I probably shouldn't bring up the fact we're on a break at the moment. Now that I think about it, fortunately, as I hesitate, I also stop working. You're okay, Monica. Did your friend tell you something about it? Monica turns to face me, adopting a thoughtful expression. After a moment, realization seems to wash over her. I see. You know something? Well, you don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. But I'm here if you need anything. So for you, in fact. I don't think you answered my question, Monica, about why you're here. Because you're outside this late. You grow more insightful since you first joined the clubs, you know. Although I guess that makes sense given how you kind of have to read between the lines with Natsuki. Honestly, don't worry about me. I just wanted to talk with you for a while. You don't get to do that much these days. That's true, you've always been super busy and not that busy with a job myself. Well, let's just say our schedule really conflict. On that note though, how's the club doing? A wide smile passing over Monica's face. Seems better than if I'm honest. Monica says something's wrong. The ones with you in them. Of course. A chuckle. I'm sure, but that's not really what I'm asking. Sayori been telling me that a few meetings have been cancelled lately. Monica wins a little. I mean, Sayori has a lot of things to say. Just boy, actually. I really wish she wouldn't. I know she means well, but there's no point bothering you over all that. It's not like you can do anything about it. It's just a little less lively without you and Natsuki. Natsuki was always the really loud one in the group, so it's more quiet without her. Not that literature is a particularly loud subject. Still, it's a lot more empty with only 3 members in the club's way. I read. Monica, did you lie about the requirements must have 4 members in the clubs in the original games? Monica, I'm sorry I can't be around anymore. No, you're fine. iPhong real life takes precedence over fun things. And it's not like really, Sayori and I don't get along. There's just less reason for literature clubs that exist now, you know. God, it is so dark in the park. We made our way from the store to a nearby park through the course of a chat. Honestly, this is really nice to just chat like this. However, I can't help but continue to wonder why Monica's here. I stopped to lean on the railing, admiring how different the park looks when it's dark and illuminated by park lamps. It looks dangerous though. You never said after curfew though. Hey Monica, she followed suit, showing me by a railing. You know the breeze here is nice. It feels like it could carry you away at any moment, and yet it doesn't. Instead, you're such obnoxious float somewhere between grounded and free falling. It's freeing, don't you think? Are you paraphrasing me? There's a chance. Our poetry is originally the iPhong, you know that. Yes, but imitation is form of flattery, which is a form of wit. Therefore, paraphrasing is poetry. Monica shakes her head, a smile somewhere between exasperation and laughter emerging. Still, I can't believe you remember that. So much has changed since the festival, hasn't it? I can hardly believe that it's been almost 6 months since you joined the club. Neither can I. The festival seems like a long time ago, so long ago. And yet, I can still remember what I said on the rooftop. I get another gentle elbow to her ribs. I mean, remember Monica still. Remember when Monica has conflict with Natsuki? When she wanted to have a festival? Yeah, well, you were the one to tell it to me. I wasn't going to forget it that easily. Again with this music. Something. My god. Every time this music's gonna open up, that's when you know that something smart gonna happen. But still, I really enjoy the music though. It puts so feel into it. I like the music, but I still like At the same time, it's when we all know something bad's gonna happen. Monica pauses and look at me, seemingly scanning my features. You know, I can see why Natsuki is insecure in your relationship. What do you mean? Don't tell me you're totally clueless. Remember Valentine's Day? Don't tell me you're totally clueless. Remember Valentine's Day? She's still not getting over with what Sayori did to me that time. It's just a friendship chocolate. And yeah, it's a hug, but... My god, really? You're still mad with my child's friend Sayori? For a moment I think about my embarrassment. Natsuki told you about that. But she can't rant about it in the club a bit. Oh jeez. I was like, oh no. Just so you know, we did talk about it a bit. So you never had a serious conversation about it? We did, but it turns into an argument that ended up with her leaving. And then some other stuff came up that was more important than that incident, so... Understatement of the century there. Monica sighs, crossing her arms. Alright, I get that life can get in the way of things. I know that full well. You should take the time one day to talk to her about these things though. Okay. You sounds like my mom right now, with all the talk about communications. I mean, she looks serious though. But it's really hard. I mean, try to ask other people if they want to talk. It's just not that easy, especially for something sensitive about family, financials, and money. Of course, financial money is the same thing, I guess. That's how you know I'm giving you good advice. You do know why she felt insecure as your girlfriend, right? Yeah, of course. Although Natsuki explained it all to me at the time, she felt like I was prioritizing Sayori over her on the one day I should have done the opposite. That's right, although it varies, most people differentiate their romantic relationship from their platonic ones through exclusivity. Exclusivity, when it comes to spending time alone together, being intimate together, you name it. It's pretty clear that Natsuki the sort of person who values exclusivity a lot. I'm not saying that you shouldn't have any female friends just because you have a girlfriend. You just need to talk with Natsuki to hash out all the appropriate boundary you need to set. Well, I would, but Monica winces. Sorry, iPhong, I forgot to give guys. What? I thought it's just a break. Did Natsuki just say it on herself? Hold on, we're not broken up. We're just on a break. I avoid Monica case. Well, at the desperation that just seeped into my voice. I see. Or the more reason to think about what happened before in your relationship, right? Guess so. There's one thing I don't get though. You said that she values exclusivity, and I definitely get that vibe from her. Isn't being protective and caring up and stuff or part of that? That's what I thought. But when I tried to tell Natsuki that I always protect her, she pushed me away. Yeah, that's when you know that every time you do good things, no one's gonna happy about you. If I remember how I told you to die about the hero complex. Yeah. Suddenly Natsuki's voice rings through my head. Savior complex, guardian angel. That's how she thinks I see our relationship. But to be honest, how much can I honestly refute that? I love her, I really do, but I also feel obligated to protect her from everything. I really shouldn't have taken your words to heart more. That's why I thought. Of course, I don't have all the details, but from what you two have told me and judging from Natsuki's personality, guessing that Natsuki doesn't feel respected most of the time. It definitely has a complex about being weak, and I don't think feeling like you constantly needs to be protected by others is helping matters. Think about it. Wouldn't you hate being told that you're too weak and to even protect yourself properly? I know you never say anything like that, but that's the implication. Monica suddenly seems to click that puzzle piece in place in my mind. And that thing about Natsuki is that she probably has a bad perception of relationship, giving her that one person who was supposed to care about her, to care for her, turns out to be the most hurtful one of all. Yeah, drinking alcohol, like, I'm not gonna lie, please don't drink alcohol ever. And I did told a story about my father, like when I was so little kid, 5 years old, just only reward himself, but drinking, and before riding motorbike, we almost made it to home as well. That was unfortunate, and it just I crashed into another motorbike, and then me and even my mother just flew up and down to the ground, and we both land on our back, which is good, but my father back then, like, face full red, bloody, and lie down, fainted, and had to take him to hospitals. And luckily it just only taking him like a month to recover, which is really nice. And still I'm still doing well with my parents. They're doing okay, still being healthy though, not getting any disease or anything, no injuries. And yeah, hope you guys and girls don't worry about me too much. I mean, I'm still doing fine, and actually I even make an additions in the previous episodes that my mental is still okay. I still have enough gut to continue. I'm not gonna do anything rash. I mean, obviously I did have a history of getting depressions, and I got actually a good advantage of actually taking endurance. So, you know, just try to move on. It is just a game after all, but at the end of the day, people are just gonna see these videos and just seeing me picking an option, and people just gonna assume that the way I pick the option is totally related on me in real life, and then people gonna get mad at me because I picked the decision that they don't like. So yeah, that happens. But don't worry, I'm still doing fine. If her dad is constantly making her feel weak, well, she probably hates being seen as weak by other people even more. Always being told that she needs to be protected isn't going to do anything but make her feel worse about herself. Thanks for talking to me about this, Monica. I think I actually get things now more so than before. I mean, like help I found. Honestly, it feels really nice to be able to help my club members. It makes me feel better as a club president. Speaking of club duties, did you look for me to talk about the club with? Monica turns to face me in surprise. It's at this moment that I suddenly realized just how well her features glimmers in the moonlight. I always know just how attractive Monica is, but right now she's just she's the epitome of grace. It honestly makes me a little uncomfortable. I guess there's nothing else we talk about, huh? She sighs, leaning deeper onto the railing. iPhong, do you know why I created a literature clubs? Oh, good. That's a good question. I thought you were quitting the debating club because you didn't like the debate clubs. No, I enjoyed debating, but that's not it. I created the literature clubs to give people a safe place to do something that interests them, to do something they actually care about, something that makes them happy. The club isn't just there to give me an ego or to give me full control of the club. Never said that. No, you haven't, but sometimes I feel like I did do it all for myself. You, huh? I still run through the argument once again I had sometimes, thinking about what she said about me and what I had to say said to her about the festival thing. To be honest, I know that I definitely had at least one ulterior motive when creating the clubs though. I originally wanted the people to join to have a place they could turn to forget about their trouble for a little while, to give them a solace of comfort for even just a small part of their day. Oh, I think I get what you meant. The need for a sanctuary applies to you too, right? You pick up on that? She looks down at really. Wait, since when the Paul has this thing? Reads below, a pensive expression on her face. Do you want to talk about it? Monica says again. It looks like she might finally be on the verge of opening up. That depends. Can you give me a secret? Of course. You answer that without thinking. How can I trust that? She gives me a genuine smile. I think I understand what she means. Play along. You tell me something I don't want anyone else to know. I'll make sure I never tell a single soul for as long as I live. Scout's honor? You're not Scouts. Sorry, in real life I'm actually a Scout in Vietnam though, but not in the USA. Doesn't mean I'm not honorable like one. We laugh for a while, just enjoying each other's company. Finally she pauses and the somber mood returns once again. Well, since you're sworn to secrecy, she takes a deep breath. I'm pretty open about the fact that I had a cram school right after the clubs, along with class and rep duties and tennis practice before school rides. Jesus, you did a lot. Tennis practice too? Since when you play tennis, Monica? What? Jeez, I never realized how much that was until you say it like that. Yeah, you see why I wanted a sanctuary from the business of life. But the thing is, my parents don't even know that I'm in the literature clubs right now. They still think I'm in debate clubs. So how you gonna respond to them? What? But don't they know that all the stress from your extracurricular is insane? I'm sure they do have some idea, but they think I'm more than capable of handling it. And I guess I'm used to it. I've been getting more and more burned out. So why don't you tell them and quit some of your activities? Monica stares at me in disbelief. Are you kidding me? I can't just say that to my parents. Pretty much demand nothing short of perfection. It's pretty terrible, but at the same time I'm grateful that they provide so many opportunities for me. Like not every parent would pay for tennis equipment and cram school. I used to play tennis before and it used to be fun, and however to the point that it just only learn the same things over again, and and I just started getting bored and I decided to quit tennis. When I was secondary school though, I mean I just want to learn something new. I mean trying to learn physical and try to actually like having a feeling that I have enough skill to actually like reflex and trying to hit the balls to the other side. But it just basically only doing basics. Like I actually learned tennis for months, like precisely like I think about 3 years when I was secondary school. But it's just all the same things, and I started to get bored and I quit playing tennis. And then I hand over racket, tennis racket to my parents, because my parents still interested on playing tennis, but I'm not. So I just want to actually doing something that actually like more productive. Like yeah, sport also productive too, but it just like only change your physical, and it's actually not only meet your tennis teachers. It's not like meeting with friends, like you just doing on one-on-one. But yeah, I'm not gonna ever play tennis in my current school. So I feel like I need to get my on my grades and everything because I own them everything. Dang, Monica, I'm sorry you had to go through that. I mean, we all do. Students, like, be honest, parents pay for the school fees, and then children jobs to actually like just go to study. But mostly parents, like, they expect the children to actually getting higher grades, like trying to make them feel like they are smarter than the parent themselves. It's a big pressure. Like every time you're getting an average grades, like just parents gonna get angry at you. It's so frustrating. And what frustrating more is my parents. Not only my parents, but also like in general. Like they always compare grades to other kids, and they're always thinking that studying is competitions, and grade, trying to get good grade is a competition. I don't think so. I think that trying to get a good grade and trying to make sure that I follow the notes, and grade doesn't matter to me. The only things matters that I know the knowledge, and I respect the knowledge and trying to actually use them in the to make good use in the futures. That's all that matters. And again, that's what I'm thinking every time I went to school when I was like in the secondary school. And yeah, I'm not quite sure what to say. First is to say this subject is beyond my pay grade. You could always try talking to a teacher about it. Maybe, I don't know. Whatever, I'm glad Monica has a literature club to rely on. I can see why the club means so much about you. I can see why the club means so much to you though. It gives you a chance to unwind. Yeah, there wasn't a club like it, so I needed to make one. That makes a lot of sense. Have you ever tried talking to your parents though? I found it's really hard to describe to someone having a loving and supporting mom. Like overprotective parents. It's just it's just really complicated. I know they probably just want what's best for me. Even when it makes you distressed, it's over now. It's time. Anyway, about the club, let me guess, the club is getting too much for you to handle, and you're stressing over what should be a simple task, something like that. Why don't you ask Sayuri to take over? You know why I can't do that. She's a lot better than you give her credit for. That's not what I mean. It's more like she's not going to want the responsibility. She got too much on her plate already, and I never want to put her through this. So what other choice do we have? Close the club? God, like this band. Monica looks horrified at my suggestions. Main protagonist, you went way too hard there. I found how could you even suggest that? But at the moment she says once again, perhaps it isn't too far up from what she already thought. Well, what do you suggest? It's not a problem that can be solved. It's not a problem that can be solved with just one solution, I feel. The club isn't a problem, I can handle the paperwork, but it's just we've been getting nowhere in the past 6 months. If I'm honest, the club hasn't grown but shrunk. We've been stagnating, I found. And with that, I can't help but feel alone. I know it sounds stupid, but because we're still meeting, but it's not the same. Now I can understand that feeling. What we need is new members, right? And talk to my friend at school, see if any of them might be willing to join. I mean, Shuri may be interesting, right? Amy will be, good do, or maybe another, like, it could be anyone. And just between you and me, I asked for less hours. Don't tell Natsuki, I don't want her to worry about me. Yeah, sure. Just between you and me. I'll be able to rejoin the club at the start of the new year, which is only a few weeks away. I do whatever I can to get our numbers up, alright? Monica looks at me up and down. It almost feels like she's sizing me up. This isn't your problem or your phone. You do know that, right? But that doesn't mean I don't appreciate the help. Just keep this between us, alright? I promise you can trust me, Monica. You know, I really starting to believe that. Thanks for the talk. I do feel a lot better with that on my chest. And look at how long I kept you. I have to get home before I get into much trouble too. Don't worry about it, I'm more than happy to help. Just remember what we talked about, alright? Nothing not wrong to feel the way she does. And I'm just hoping I can fix it in the end. With that, Monica's waves tracking down the path. I started to head home before turning back for a moment. Man, I can't help but grin a bit. Even Monica has a hang up, eh? Not that my opinion has lessened of her, of course. She's just more human than I had ever realized. As I started to walk away, my phone goes off. Monica? Oh, Monica. Thanks again, I really appreciate your talk as unexpected as it was. Also, Sayori is planning a meetup at her place at the end of the week next week. If she hasn't told you already. Hope to see you there. Sure. Obviously. I mean, I'm not gonna break your promise though. Hey, I'll be there for sure. That's when I can tell Natsuki about my plans for work if this all goes well. That is actually really nice. It's a really nice talk. It's a good thing to share though. Sleepyhead again. Hope that I won't be too rushed. Well, nothing like a doorbell to join you out for blissful slumbers. Oh, Sayori. Good morning, iPhong. Good morning, Sayori. Looks like I'm not the only non-morning person. Morning, what time is it? It's 8:30. That explains why I'm so sleepy. Wait, it's so early. What are you doing here? iPhong, did you forget about the party, silly? The literature club party. Oh no, this Sayori doesn't know about I'm leaving the clubs. Literature club's party. Alright, I forgot that was today. What did we agree to do is so early in the morning? We wanted to go to lunch originally, but everyone was busy in the afternoon. That's when Monica suggested we should have breakfast together, like a breakfast club. We are all having pancakes and toast at my house. Interesting. I think you mentioned it. I do remember Monica texting me about all of this. Guess I forgot. I shrugged my shoulders. Breakfast doesn't sound good right now, to be honest. Let me take a shower and I'll be right over, okay? Okay, see you soon. See you soon, Sayori, and don't picky. Sayori starts towards her house as I close the door and walk back upstairs into my bedroom. Despite my eyes being fixated on the bed, I start unbuttoning my pajamas and reach for the regular clothes. At least a nice hot shower should wake me up. I'm the type of person who don't take shower in the morning. I only take shower in the afternoon. But when I'm in a really cold place like USA, I take the showers in the evening instead. As I go through all my usual cleaning routines, I can't help but feel excited for a party. There's a whole book worth of reason why I'm excited, but seeing Natsuki definitely takes a top spot. It's been maybe 3 weeks since we initially broke up. Sad. It's been doing that thing to me that I haven't been able to see her, but my chance has finally arrived. Today will be my chance to try to get back together with Natsuki. So yeah, looking forward to it. I finish up my showers, change into fresh clothes and head downstairs into the kitchen. Knowing Sayori should most likely have made hot chocolate for everyone already. It's Natsuki's favorites. That's great, but at the current moment I want coffee. I want coffee too. But reminds you of something, right? I decided to brew a small cup and put it in one of Dad's old travel mugs. Coffee in hand, I head over to Sayori's house. Hello everyone. Welcome back, Natsuki. Hi, iPhong. Oh hey, you here for the party? You bet. Where's everyone else? Not here yet though. Monica just texted me. She said she's on her way. How about Yuri? Cool. Guess you're towards the door. So we're gonna stand around here all day, or are we going to go inside? It's really cold. I mean, you change the brightness of the scene and trying to make the scene look cold, right? I mean, they're still wearing like sweatshirts. I mean, Sayori, can you just wear it properly, please? I mean, it looks so weird. And of course, Natsuki is still in her coat. Yeah, we're going. Let's get inside. My god, Sayori's living room. Looks really nice though. We sit down on the couch as Sayori heads back into the kitchen. I take a sip of my coffee. So, how you been? I've been doing alright. It's just been doing good recently, which is a huge weight off my dad's back. Oh really? That's awesome news. She nods her head. Oh, before I forget to tell you, everything going smoothly now. I've been working less. Really? What a coincidence. I was just about to tell you the same thing. Wait, really? Yeah, actually my boss hired another cashier, so we're going to be doing up shirts now. I can't believe my Gamblos actually paying off. It would be nice to have more free times. Yeah, Natsuki. But this Sayori house is it a good idea to talk about serious stuff? Remember how you and I... Who wants hot chocolates? Natsuki's favorite. Sayori rushes into the living room with a kettle that I assume is full of hot chocolate. Natsuki looks at me, clearly waiting for me to finish my sentence. But it's your favorite, Natsuki. Hot chocolate. With chocolate, sorry. I turn to Sayori. I'll have some. Great, how about you, Natsuki? Natsuki shoots me a nod look before saying, yeah, sure. Awesome. Sayori walks to outside on the couch, get her mugs in hand. Switch place. Natsuki and I watch as she fill up 3 mugs with hot chocolate before putting the kettle down on the tables. Thanks, Sayori. Of course, breakfast isn't complete yet without hot chocolate. In the morning, I rather drink a coffee. I mean, it's just gonna keep me awake and stay concentrated with work more. I have to agree. Sayori sits down next to me and shuffles uncomfortably. She's sitting a good foot away from me on the sofa, starkly as contrasting with Natsuki, who's considerably closer. But even so, it's not like Natsuki is that close to me either. It honestly makes me feel a little lonely. I'm surrounded by people I care about, but you okay, iPhong? You seem a little spaced out. I'm the one who's supposed to have my head on the clouds. Oh yeah, I'm fine. And that's the least convincing things I heard and seen since when. This one time iPhong brought us ice cream. I should remember that though. I remember it now. You mean the time I dropped mine and you offered some of yours? Yeah, that's the one. Oh yeah, why you bring that? Stories? Remember what Natsuki told you, Sayori, when I was trying to search for the phone? I remember Sayori burned her tongues and then for the popsicle. But I haven't thought about that in ages. What happened again? Like you said you didn't want to try new flavor, but you really just wanted me to have it all back for myself. Oh yeah, I just couldn't bear to tear you away from your sweets. You always had the bright smiles whenever you ate good food. As I laugh, Sayori forces out vaguely uncomfortable chuckles. So, were you guys out together recently or something? Not much. Honestly, the closest I've been is actually, just focus on working on the stores, like, not talking about much. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not out with Sayori's together. But even though I said so, Natsuki is still not gonna believe me. I mean, jealousy, you know. God, tsunderes nowadays always full of jealousies. Gonna lead a bad result, man. Just stop with jealousy. Just listen to the rule of the story. Crap. Shoot, I could not practically kick myself. This must sound pretty incriminating to Natsuki. But I don't remember being with Sayori. I don't remember that. The latest I can remember is with Natsuki in a walk in the park, which is really nice view. And of course, like the closest with Monica, but that's not the thing main protagonist should not talk about because it's secrets. And Sayori, I don't think it's the closest. The closest ever is only with Natsuki and Sayori's together for, making cookies together. But when I look up for the phone, it just things goes bad because girls has conversations that don't get near to me or anything. But Yeah, I still remember that one time Sayori burned her tongue by eating really hot cookies, and then I hand them her the popsicles in the visual novels, and then try and cool her tongue off. But Natsuki, no wonder Sayori's been so uncomfortable. She's probably picked up on it way before I did. No, this was years ago, back when we were kids. I'm sure you two have really funny moments together too, right? Sayori looks at Natsuki with a weak smile on her face. Knowing her, she's likely being herself up over starting this conversation. I can virtually see her scrambling to find something to say in her mind. But what does they say? No matter how hard I rack my brain, I can't seem to think of anything either. However, before we can find words, Natsuki speaks up. I'm going to the bathroom. She gets up and walks out of the living room, leaving Sayori and me behind. My god. Take a deep breath. It's all I can do to prevent myself from panicking. Glancing over at Sayori, I can see that she biting her lips hard enough to lift them white. iPhong. I shouldn't have hosted this. No. I mean, it would be fun to actually invite Yuri and Monika's over though, but Natsuki, what did you do? You just make my childhood friend sad and feel guilty. That wasn't what I expected her to say. What? But you were so excited for today. Yeah, I know I was just being selfish. Come on, you aren't being selfish at all. But here I am, knowing that I was the one who dropped a wedge in between you and Natsuki. But actually, you're doing a good thing because you're trying to connect me with Natsuki back. I'm always the one who rubs our friendship in Natsuki's face. How can I call myself yours or Natsuki's friends when all I do is make you feel bad about yourselves? It would be better for everyone if I was... It's the same thing when you start to think about you're usually in this world. No, I mean, Sayori, you did a good job trying to reconnect me and Natsuki. I mean, just don't be too harsh for yourself. Sayori, you're the best friend that anyone could have, and it definitely wouldn't be the same without you here. You're there. I mean, even now you're being so caring that you're putting everyone before yourself. And as for Natsuki and me, you didn't do anything. We're fine, I promise. Sayori looks at me, her eyes glistening with tears. You say so, I know you won't lie to me, iPhong. That stings, it's like she know. I mean, obviously. I'm down if Monika gonna have any words about this when I'm actually focused on the stores and not going literature clubs for a long time in the games. And now Fung that what happened on Valentine's Day dropped a wedge between the three of us, and lying about it just make it worse. But I need to fix this before this gets out of control. I need Sayori helps to do that. That's how I justify the little lie in my mind. Tell me something, iPhong. I'm not. Promise me that I didn't hurt you too by coming over then. I mean, even though I was gonna say it by the truth, you don't hurt anyone, Sayori. Now I promise you only wanted to spend time with your friends, right? What's wrong with that? But but you didn't hurt anyone, trust me. Sayori gives me a weak smile. That's a little hard to believe when we're in this situation right now. She got me there. Sayori, I know what I have to do. She stands up with a wavering smile. Tell the others that... What? That's enough, Sayori. Natsuki said from behind the corner leading to the hallway. How long has she been listening to us? Well, I mean, I know she's listening to the conversation already, but I know what you were about to do it for me, Sayori, and I really appreciate it. This has a lot more than I'm willing to do, that's for sure. I don't really know how to say this though. She shoots me a pointing look before turning to face Sayori again. You see, iPhong and Natsuki, we're on a break, so I don't really have much to say to what he does or say at all. Not that idea anyway. But you guys, Why do everyone misunderstanding about the break and the broke up? Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? Natsuki nods. Really? Sayori shoots me at her look. Her lips quivering, considering how hard she was biting it. It must hurt, but not as much as I just told her. She turns back to face Natsuki. I'm sorry. It's not your fault. It was a long time coming, right, iPhong? Oh, yeah. She walks over me and elbows me in the shoulders. I can practically feel Natsuki incredulous and looks in reply as if to my weak response. In truth, I have planned on this day going very differently, but I think this is more important fix. Yeah, it was mutual. Then, please don't leave us. You're our friend Sayori, right? She looks away for a moment before turning back towards us with a smile on her face. Thanks, guys. I really needed that. Again, I'm really sorry for what I said back then. I just let my jealousy get in the way of all our friendships. It was just hard. Always feeling like I was competing with the person I knew I found best. Honestly, I'm really sorry I make you feel that way. I should have known. No, it's not your fault, Sayori. I should have known that there was nothing between you and iPhong. I mean, iPhong did end up going above and beyond for me. As she looks over at me, I can tell Natsuki is thinking about the money I gave her. So really, don't worry about it. But I'm really unsure about this, Natsuki. Are you safe? Are you can make a good use for money? Natsuki suddenly grins. Actually, I rather blame iPhong for all of it. I roll my eyes as Natsuki lightly elbows me again, but I get argued with that. The atmosphere clears, and once again, Natsuki takes a seat, this time next to Sayori. I get up and stretch my legs, taking a deep breath. Never once intended to get in between those two. I just hope that I can still salvage my plans for a day with Natsuki. Oh, someone's coming. Ring. Oh, someone else here. Get the door. Watch Sayori rushes to the door and opens it. It was everybody. I knew it. There has to be, my god. See? See, it would be better for us. No, Sayori gonna invite Yuri and Monica's when it comes over. I mean, more people, more fun, right? Hi everyone. Hi Monica. Hi Monica. Oh, Yuri's here too. Hi Yuri. Good morning, Sayori. Come on in, I just made hot chocolate. Do you also have coffee by any chance? Or tea? It's not too much of the burden. Of course, I'll go make some right now. You guys can see anyway, I'll be right back. Sayori rushes out the kitchen as Monica and Yuri sit down on the couch opposite from Natsuki and I. Morning everyone. Good morning iPhong. It's been a while, isn't it? Yeah, I guess so. How's the club been? I feel you. Boring. Really, you didn't seem bored on Friday. It was our book talk day. Well, speaking of those, I saw those posters you guys posted. They look pretty professional. Oh, thank you, iPhong. I designed them by myself. It didn't seem to work though. Once again, Yuri nod their heads. No one showed up. I even make cookies. Deja vu. That's a festival. Really, it didn't say anything about cookies on the poster from what I remember. Maybe that has something to do with it. That's quite possible. Although I get the feeling at the festival, the literature clubs just became a joke. No one takes us seriously. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Sorry to hear that. I just wish people would be open-minded. Like you, iPhong. Thanks. By the way, are you coming back next year? Bring on it, yeah. That's good to hear. The club doesn't really feel complete without you. There's nothing they had in the agreement. Thanks guys. Alright, I'm back. Monica, here's your coffee. Sayori has Monica a large mug for black coffee. Jesus Christ. How bitter can you drink? My god. I only enjoy cappuccino, mocha, and I mean cappuccino is kind of a little bit disappointing, but still, it's still keep a definition up like trying waking me up with coffee. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's And not that sweet tasteful, it just tastes like nothing. But if you want something sweet, I would suggest mochas and caramel macchiatos. I mean, a lot of things works. Or maybe you can actually try to make brew coffee by yourself. Actually, you can actually adding dense milk. It's might taste. Actually, everyone has a different taste, so you can actually make your own coffee that fit for your own taste. Black coffee, man. Really, Monica? How bitter can you drink? I don't know what you like in your coffee, so I just make normal coffee. That's fine. I like my coffee black anyway. I'm sorry, I cannot drink bitters. Tuskis leans over to me and whispered into my ears, "You were right. Only psychopaths drink black coffee." Not to the point they go to insane asylum though. I laugh. Where have you, Natsuki? And Yuri, here's a tea. So Yuri hands Yuri a large teacup. I only had green tea. I hope that's okay. Of course, green tea is one of my favorites. I try that kind of tea in the bags and before. I mean, I want something like a drink that can actually have sweet flavor and sour flavors. So, anything works. Thank you very much, Sayori. Of course. I slice over, allowing Sayori to sit down next to me. So, what did I miss? We were just discussing how iPhong will be returning next year. You are? That's great. I know she wraps her arm around me and puts me in for a hug. Oh no, that's gonna make Natsuki angry, isn't it? I hear Monica and Yuri chuckling as Sayori let go of me. Natsuki on the other hand looks irritated. That doesn't really surprise me. I can't wait till next year. We're gonna finally be third years. God, I mean, third years is the time you have to focus on your study more, right? And try to take clubs like less priority. I mean, sad time, man. And Natsuki be second years, which is like she got more times to actually experience. Speak for yourself. I'm only for first year, remember? That's right. That means you're going to be a president when we all leave, Natsuki. That's good. Yep, I'm gonna turn it into a manga club. We already have manga club, but literature clubs and fine. There's anime clubs. As I remember from the original games, manga clubs. But yeah, we're gonna turn it into manga clubs after I leave. Just despite you. Despite the smile, I can tell Natsuki isn't exactly thrilled with being left behind, so I turn to look at her. I know that I can't help it, but I don't want to be the only member of the club's lab. Look, I know school is important and all, but by this time, I'm pretty confident in saying that I can read her expression well. I think I know where she's going with this, but the music is silence. She can be right. As well as it would be to run a manga club, I think we all know I'm not the leadership types. I mean, same here, I'm more like a team players types. This club started with us, and by this point I know I'm powerless. There isn't anything I can say to stop the train of thought Natsuki riding. She Monica's to panic look. Please don't let her finish that sentence. Yuri starts to open her mouth, but Monica beats her to the punch. I mean, Yuri, just stay silent. Natsuki, I think you make great presidents for manga clubs. You're passionate, competitive, and charismatic. I can't wait to hear all the welcome stories you come with. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, people would interesting to have like changing name by manga clubs. Like, I mean, come on. Yeah, since you are presidents, I mean, a lot of boys would gonna interesting, right? I mean, the majority of people who read manga as a boy. I mean, girls do have too, but different type would do. Yuri timidly asked to Monica's encouragement. If you have as competitive as you are in the club at the moment, then you'll be most passionate person in the room. I'm sure the new members will enjoy your ideas. Yeah, and you can make cupcakes for them every day. No way. That's awesome. It's your favorite, Natsuki. But despite all the kind words Natsuki shakes her head, it just wouldn't be the same. I gotten so used to seeing you guys after school every day that just feel weird to see different faces. Even like a band that broke up. But one guy continued it with 4 different people. Either way, I don't want that. My god, why are we going back to Love Life scenario now? Like, it wouldn't be a literature clubs without any one of the members. I mean, after that, after seeing the ending of the first ever Love Lives and people will get upset. I mean, just face it, you can actually find a replacement anyway and still continue the bands. But it's just friendship. Man. But one can continue for anyone that. We can't change your feeling, Natsuki. And we aren't trying to. We just want you to be happy. We aren't all here. We aren't all there. It's still high school, you know. Natsuki mutters something under her breath, but I'm close enough to catch it. You might as well be. Hearing that, I couldn't sit in silence any longer. Natsuki, she turns at me a little surprised. If you want, I hold up on university for years. I can stick around here and picking up more hours after I graduate. That way I can see you every evening, alright? What? All the girls look at me in shock. Oh, except Sayori. I share a quick knowing smile with her. No way, you can't hold off on your future because of me. I won't let you. No, I'm making up my mind. You're going to help out with me for a long time yet. You hear? I know that Natsuki sees through my bluff. Sayori did the moment I say it. Besides, mom will kill me. Of course. Yeah, I held up uni for a year because of a girl. Parents nowadays always meet their expectation. It's too pressure, man. Probably she becomes more relaxed lately. She still be pretty disappointed though. That's why I want to think at least, but deep down I know it's no bluff. I would follow through in a heartbeat if it makes Natsuki happy, but none of that matters. Don't want Natsuki to drop out, and I do whatever I can to help her. You're not staying here. I can't handle myself. That wasn't what I was meaning anyway. It's not like dropping school or anything. I just think that the club is probably the best left behind when you leave. I find another club to join, don't worry. I don't know what to say. It feels almost like a betrayal of our legacy to close the club. But at the same time, I can see exactly where she's coming from. How can it possibly be the same? After all we've been through. It reminds me of anime Natsuki and I watched earlier in the year. About a group of high school friends who all quit the clubs when the third years graduate in order to preserve the memories they have made. 4 lines now, you say? God, man. It was Sayori who finally broke the long silence. Yeah, there isn't a manga club at school anymore. Why don't you actually start a manga club instead? You joked about it before, but you don't want to be a president. You could be a vice president and find someone else to lead for you. Good idea. You could use the same access that we did, but completely rebrand, change room, everything. Besides, after what happened with the culture festival, that might be a good idea. It was Sayori who knew how to state something so obvious, yet compelling. If Natsuki was surrounded by like-minded people, she might have fun even without us. Natsuki takes a moment to move the idea over. So you guys wouldn't be upset if I turned the club into manga clubs? There's a softness, a right kind vulnerability in her voice, one that I rarely heard before. I mean, I don't mind. I mean, if it's comfortable for you, it's a good idea. Monica looks pointedly at Yuri. They know what needs to be said. There's no way around it this time. Yuri glances away, attempting to hide behind her long hair. I think you know how it would feel about it, Natsuki. Monica smiles at her before clearing her throat. Her statement was pretty clear, directed at Yuri. Reluctantly, Yuri sighs and turns toward Natsuki. There's a small smile on her lips. Well, Natsuki, I don't mind what you do with the clubs. It's within your prerogative to continue the club's legacy however you like after all. That's not what I meant, Yuri, and you know it. Consider this a favor for me. Yuri grimaced, glancing around the room. Natsuki shakes her head and can tell she's content with the response Yuri's already given. If she doesn't want to say it, it's fine. It means nothing if you don't believe it. No, it's long overdue, and I'll only say this once, alright? Manga. Her voice trails off. Did you repeat that? I didn't catch it. I don't mean to tease Yuri, but this is important and she knows it. Manga is literature. Oh, remember what Natsuki said in the beginning of the games? Yeah. Maybe, like, you know, manga is literature. Believe that? I never seen someone more strange to say 3 words before in my life. She gives a sideways glance to Monica before turning to Natsuki. Tries as she might to hide it. There's a smile forming on Yuri's lips. These literature clubs, I suppose, from an objective standpoint, drawing on a page with words could be considered a form of entertainment, that's all. I honestly don't think Natsuki heard Yuri after her first statement though. She practically bounced on in her seat. I can't believe it. I can be a part of manga club and Yuri admitted I was right. You owe him one day. It takes a few minutes for excitement to bubble away and she looks at me. I just can't believe how cute she is. I'm not cute, but yeah, I didn't say she's cute. But I didn't say anything. See? But you were thinking it, weren't you? I can't deny that because of dialogue said. Laughter fills the room. Hey, at least we aren't going that far. We all come visit and throw parties just like this one. We can have literature clubs outside of school, right? Good idea. Yeah, that sounds stupid. Why? Despite her words, she rolls her eye and pinches my cheeks. And that's a wonderful idea. We could hold our meetings whenever we're home. We can easily coordinate our breaks from uni, considering not all of us are going. Of course, if everyone wants to continue the clubs, then that sounds like a wonderful idea. I love to come along. Yeah, we can even host it here. Making snacks and drinks for everyone. If you don't eat them first, yeah. Because, you know, Sayori like sweet, like candies, but always like, you know, just always eat them first. Alright, you can make a snack. Wait, don't just volunteer me for stuff. Natsuki, everyone loves your cupcakes. Besides, I can leave my tea set here and I can make tea for everyone each time we meet. I'm not gonna lie, someday I'm gonna so into Natsuki with bentos. You see, it's just meant to be. You're just saying that because that means less work for you, Sayori. You say that like it's a bad thing. As I check at Sayori, the three of them gets the blending. Monica just watches smiling. From there, the conversation shifts into exams and other school-related things. Sit back and just listen to a girl's talk, sipping my coffee and hot chocolate. Life is good. Full of arguments and dramas, really. Thank you so much for having me, Sayori. Of course, have a good day, Yuri. As do you. Thanks for hosting this, Sayori. I had a great time. So did I. Good to hear. Talk to you later, Sayori. Have a good day. You too, Monica. Monica, what's up? Leaving just Sayori and Natsuki and I on porch. Oh no, we're gonna come back with this situation again. Thanks for helping me clean up, guys. The kitchen was really messy. No problem, I clean up more than my fair share of messy kitchens. Sayori, you really need to learn how to clean yourself, right? You must be a cleaning expert. I mean, girls, right? They want cleanliness. They're better than me. Not like that saying much. See you guys later, bye. Bye. See ya, Johnny. Sayori heads back inside, leaving Natsuki and I alone. Here we go again. Natsuki stopped working and I follow her. So Awareness feels the fresh spring air. We're going back to the conversation that I started in the beginning, maybe. This is just gonna be blunt. Do you want to pick up now where we left up dating wise? I don't know. Suddenly I feel like the ground's crumbling under my feet. To be honest, I hadn't been thinking about possibility that she'd say no. Oh. We both quiet for a moment. Natsuki, I just asked one question. What? Do you still have any feelings for me? Well, remember what she said in the park? She still loves the main protagonist. Another moment of silence. Of course I do, iPhong. I'd be lying if I still miss you. But things are just different. So then, well, it's fine. I definitely don't want to force you into anything. I love if we could give us another shot, but I also hate it if you feel obligated to agree. Natsuki bites her lip, fidgeting wildly. You don't need to give me an answer right now. It's only natural to want to take your time with this decision. Although it's kind of a big one. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I can't just make up my mind on the spot, especially not for this. I just need some time to think about things. But don't worry, I get it. It's only to be expected. I'm pretty sure whatever happens, I'll be happy if you're happy. Okay, thanks for understanding. Sometimes I think you're too nice, iPhong. But sometimes being too nice is still not gonna let everyone happy about me. I mean, let's face it, people assuming people who being too nice are boring. And people around the world they just expect dramas in trying to find someone to actually curse for. And I'm not gonna lie, I try my hardest to be nice in every single videos, but at the same times, no matter how much I tried, there will be always that type of people who are not gonna be happy about me. I don't know, you're just so accommodating even when you have your own things going on. It's something I always appreciate about you. Thanks. I try my best, you know. Yeah, no matter what, you at least stay my friend, right? Of course, Natsuki always. Could I stay your friend too? I can exactly be your friend without being my friend too, right? Shut up, you know what I mean. I guess so. Anyway, I think I gotta get going. Thanks for talking to me today. To mention it, it was really nice talking to you too. Keep in touch. Yeah, we can always text. She waves goodbye and heads in the opposite direction as I walk back up my door. I take a deep breath. That didn't go as I expected. Guess my expectations were too high. Of course, it'd be hard for things to immediately go back to normal. Make your reality check there. But now all I can do is just hope for the best. Maybe I can try my thought to works in the literature clubs. Or the next week gonna be at club too. Man, maybe this is far better though. If we weren't going to work, it's better to not keep trying. Natsuki deserves better. I mean, she would be president of the manga club. It would be a good idea though. I'm not gonna lie. When she's third years, when like me, Sayori, Yuri, and Monica are all left. Natsuki, you can have more experience to be a team players, and then once you get used to it, you can be a president. And then you're gonna have the club grow, even though it's not literature clubs anymore, but turn to manga clubs. I mean, remember what you said. Manga is literature. Believe that. Better than me at least. It's no use I can't help but I feel like I'm embodying sour grapes here. What the heck am I even doing here? God dang it. From what are you still staying outside for? Huh? Oh, no reason, just thinking I suppose. You look like you're thinking pretty hard. Yeah, I suppose I am. Do you want some company? Childhood friend. But I don't know if Natsuki gonna enjoy this. Right now, having someone to bounce my thoughts would be nice. And I just Sayori, childhood friend though. More than anyone. Yeah, that would be appreciated. Wow. Just wow. Also, if you stay focused on the detail, the particle spinning, when the girls jump up and down. Well, as I said in the beginning of the videos, empty slot in this spot, and yeah, we're really good to go. Also, just to remind you guys and girls, I've been through Halloween episodes, and if you guys and girls cannot handle the scary stuff and maybe having heart disease, please be prepared for yourselves, okay? Or you can actually skip this if you don't have the guts. You're still playing games, so it still counts. And yeah, for those who are totally under 13 years old, please remember that some of the scenes may be disturbing for younger audience, so please be more responsible and read the warning at the beginning of the games and try to be prepared for yourselves if you are still capable to play this game or not. And yeah, so far I'm not skipping anything, I'm not turning off anything, it's just still going with the flow though. Okay everyone, it's finally time. I can help myself from practically launching myself from my seat to the front desk. When Sayori was surprised, but at this point I don't care. Am I going back to literature clubs now? I've been waiting for a moment. I put my chair from the front row and take a seat. I can barely hold back my excitement. Someone eager. No need to get so excited. She said that, but she beamings. I know how hard she worked for this day. Well, I was happy actually. Sayori makes some card for everyone, which we all sign and read the notes in. It's a really nice touch. Yuri is prepared for a surprise tea. As concerned as I am, she called it a beautiful mixed plan. I'm pretty excited to try it, but most importantly, we all chipped in creating manga. Chronicling at all times at the clubs over the past 2 years. 2 years worth of memories, a good times and bad times. All contained in these papers was. I'm not sure this day could be any more perfect if we tried, but now we can step up the sense of loneliness we all feel, because this is our last official club meeting. Oh God. Are we gonna end it with a good note, or are we gonna end it with sadness? The 4 hours graduate next week. Monica stepped down as the president 2 weeks ago, but she's done all the stuff for today anyway. All we need to do is wait for the new president to return. If you see anyone, she's on her way. The guys quickly put her phone down and rushes to a small circle of chairs where the 3 of us are already sitting. Can't wait to see the looks on her face. I can imagine this will be definitely a moment to remember. Let me guess, Natsuki. I glance to Sayori sitting next to me. She gives me a warm smile and reaches for my hand, squeezing it gently. Any second, the new president of literature clubs will walk through at the first official meeting with the committees. There's around at the other trees. I don't have to be a mind reader to feel the anticipation. And we started planning this moment months ago. Our hard work is about to pay off. Hey guys, sorry it took so... What? What is this? You guys? She looks around the room in awe. We already have your graduation celebration, dummy. When she standing singing deer in the headlights, Monica walks over and brings her to the centers of the circles of chairs. The 3 of us stand up as she is brought over. Congratulations on your appointment, presidents. Wait, really? Is Natsuki gonna turn literature clubs into manga clubs now? If it's so, I'm so happy. Yes, congratulations. We're all really proud of you. Thanks for all your hard work, Natsuki. I can't believe you did all this for me. Well, you're gonna find brand new members for the clubs. Starting next year, you're already doing better than I did. It wasn't that hard after all. Yuri helped me make friends with my classmate. She turns to face Yuri. Thanks, Yuri, again. Yuri smiles, avoiding her eyes but not turning away. I couldn't say no to you after you asked for my help, of course. It's nice to see how much better Natsuki and Yuri get along these days after a breakup. Yuri proving to be surprising a source of comfort for Natsuki. Never would have guessed that Yuri would manage to get through to her, but then again, the time dating Natsuki told me that Natsuki is really salty at heart. You know what, the 2 girls are best friends by any means. The improvement in their relations is pretty noticeable. At any rate, she's still been hanging out with Yuri more than me. But that's understandable after all. Not only did we break up, but also rejected me the second time I asked her out. Smart as I may beat myself up over it though, when I think about it logically, I know that this was a natural conclusion to our relationship. I mean, hardly anyone stays with their first girlfriend in the long run. There's just so much we both had to work on, and throwing a romantic relationship into the mix didn't have matters. Just look how naive I was only a year ago. Don't know how to write poems, then decide to actually trying to pick up poems that I think one of the girls would like, and then relationship improvements, and then suddenly dramas happens. It's hard to tell. That's all happened a year ago with everything that happened already. With me applying for university, I've been pretty busy. Series actually been helping me get ready, and I really appreciate her help. It's a bit of a shame though, as last year she wanted to come to university with me, but she didn't seem interested. I wonder if I'll be able to convince her one day, but at least I can come back during my breaks to see her. It's going to be rough spending that much time apart after we've been so close lately. Don't get me wrong, I miss the club members too. Same actually, I originally applied for the same place Yuri's going to. It would have been great to have friends there, but such is life. At least we can have a meeting with all of us together whenever Monica can come back, so there's that to look forward to. I just hope Sayori will be alright. Even though we didn't talk that much for the longest time, I was still next door. It will be the first time being physically apart in. Well, as long as I have known her. Feel tucked in my sleep. Sayori is trying to get my attention. Smiling at her, I grab her hand. It's been a long road, but we've never been closer. Just look at us bringing our thoughts back to the meeting. She stares at her hand, causing us to pull them apart. I mean, Natsuki, you're fully aware of that, right? Jealousy is not a good idea. Once these things between Sayori and I started happening, you can imagine how Natsuki felt. Suffice to say, she feels vindicated in everything she said back then. And well, this is probably why she stopped hanging around. She stopped hanging out with Sayori and me. I don't blame her though, and she has actually never been uncivil to us. Just look how she just put aside for the sake of this party. And so I mentally apologized to her. So are you going to try them? And notice that she's holding a tray of cupcakes. There's icing on them in the shape of a cat. Deja vu. Well, that brings me back. Well, it's not like I made them for you or anything. Screen's handing me once. No, you make them for everyone. Exactly, it's just so happened that I make this on your first day. I'm surprised you didn't remember. Well, it seems fitting, considering how crazy the past 2 years have been. That's true, my life's pretty different now. Yeah, you better not regret it. You better not forget it, not regret. I didn't say it was better, did I? And the pair of us laughed. It's been a while since we had such a chill conversation, considering how busy I've been preparing for university and how busy she's been with the clubs. I feel myself relaxing back into the chair as Natsuki turns to say something to Yuri. Sayori plops down next to me, close enough for me to see the crumbs on her mouth, but far enough to avoid drawing Natsuki's attention. She shoots at me to do this smiles, causing me to pat her hand in comfort. Don't know how different life could be. It could have been if I make a different choice, but this. I can't say I'm unhappy or things I consider life could be a lot worse. After a minute or two, I gently motion for Sayori to move as I stand up. The moment I've been waiting for, I hold the manga in my hand. Smiling as I reach over and tap Natsuki's shoulders. Natsuki, we made something for you. Remember us by. Just in case you ever forget, No, I'll never forget anyone here. Not for as long as I live. Her eyes light up as I hand her manga. I know. Oh, that's the end? No. Are you gotta be kidding me? You ended like that? Are you serious? Are you gotta be kidding me? I was about to save the empty slot like right here. Let's check the gallery. Yeah, I miss. Wait, I miss a lot? Maybe, yeah, maybe it's because there's multiple routes, but yeah, I miss a lot though. God. Return. It's pretty nice. Oh, so there's actually Monica's scene too. We know that players are disappointed by the exclusion of Monica, so here the Monica scenes are unfortunately made into a complete mod. So, my god. That was... You know... Take 5 page and a half for save files. Okay. God. Gotta be kidding me. You know, it's gonna be a long conclusion. I'm not gonna lie, things still going well in the folders. Wait, I got a happy thought. Since when? Let me see. Is it the same? You gotta be kidding me. Well, it looks weird above the folder though. But what's gonna happen next? I don't know. It said end, but I'm not gonna happy about that end. We're gonna go to the conclusion of these videos. And Natsuki, when you in 3rd years, when Monica, Yuri, Sayori are gone, and you know, you can actually turn literature clubs to manga clubs too, and it's gonna be actually really nice to keep the clubs keep moving forwards. I mean, since you're passionate about mangas, believe what and you said in the very first episode or very like second episode, like manga is literature. Just believe that. I mean, just do something that you enjoy to do the most while you still can. I mean, high school, secondary school, someday that you have to experience losing your friends. Everyone has the different paths. Everyone's had different jobs. So just have fun while you still can. Always believe that. So it's just after the previous episode. I mean, my god, it still really hits hard and to the point that I didn't expect this. I don't think it's gonna be like just a break between relationship anymore. I think like it's a total split up, but still somehow keep it as just a normal friend. But yeah, I think there's kind of conversation when Sayori started to think that she is a burden, but Natsuki listen to the conversation and trying to comfort her, which is actually really nice. I mean, the tsundere is always kind of cause for jealousy. Now works in real life though. I don't think it's full Natsuki's routes. I don't think so, because there's a part in the middle that I actually pick by my logic, because I remember there's a festival episode when I actually pick Monica over Natsuki, and there's even a choice to donate or to keep monies, and there's even the choice to defend Sayori or just apologize. What I'm gonna guess here is if you want to go on full route to Natsuki, which I'm gonna to plan to do in the next episode anyway, which is I'm going to go to this save file and then pick Natsuki instead. And then, as I remember, I mean I can skip Halloween because I've been through there already. I mean it's gonna be the same, right? I mean to this scene also, I have to play all the way to this scene also. To the point when there's and Sayori skips the friendship hug. It's just friendship in my opinions. So all I have to do is apologize, and then the ending I don't know. I honestly don't know what option I'm gonna pick after, because I'm gonna guess that donating and keeping the money is just gonna either way gonna make Natsuki unhappy either way. But honestly I don't like the ending at all. I just wish that it's not gonna end like this, like total breakup. But I mean I'm totally blind to these games. The music puts to the feel. I really enjoy a lot. I mean, there are new musics, and it sounds so cheerful. And suddenly, when some music games and bad things happen, but based on story-wise, Natsuki's story is absolutely really good, and it just puts so feel, and it hits the audience so hard. For those who don't experience it, I understand it not hits you hard enough, but this is a new level. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the story is... I like the story a lot, but I want to the point that Natsuki is feels safe as the number one priorities, and we cannot let just keep waving on her like all the way. I mean since like when at the end of the story, when Monica, Yuri, Sayori and I just gonna graduate and live online afterwards, it's gonna be like a cliffhangers like what if Natsuki finish school and graduate, will she gonna come back to me again and actually improve the relationship. So it's just a question mark on the relationship. So yeah, it's just disappoint me in this episode, and I wish I can actually have fun more. So yeah, just after the Halloween episode, that's what I really want to have a really long talk about. And I did say this so many times, and I understand that maybe people criticize me for saying like, hey, Charlie games, sister game, they're not disrespectful, they just simply just only test your guts, it's just gonna test your bravery. I don't think so. I don't think it's a good idea. And of course there's a bit of types of people who don't believe in ghosts, but it's a really unhealthy game. It's a basically attack on your mentals, and it's not attack just your own mental, but also others people's mental as well. And then people just keep using YouTube board, keep using Charlie or sister or cookery game as like a target on trying to go out there. The famous people who have passed away, or the loved one who passed away. This is disrespectful for me in my opinions. And after that, social media's influence did a fake people pass away incidents, and I did not talk about this in individual videos before. And it's really nice for the game actually having the settings to actually skip Halloween. And I'm not gonna lie, at that moment I scare a lot because like I did research onto the games, people always making suspicious like after you playing the games if you play wrong, like is there anything's gonna pop up in my room. And I'm not gonna lie, it's really nice when they having the skip Halloween's options. And yeah, so far with this ending, there is no censor on nudity at all, there is no adult scene at all. And I don't know, maybe it could be like an achievement like for you like actually like trying to pick other option and try to pick like full Sayori, full Natsuki, full Yuri, full Monika's routes, and then ending up having like the relationship to the next level to the point that nudity needs to be there. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not skipping anything, and it proves based on the Halloween section because it has the same color of choice, and I've been through Halloween section already, which is really scary. And this comes to a point that I don't know, I mean it's sad that I don't get to see the nudity scene. I really want to in the future videos if they include it, or maybe in the extra because the Monica was being excluded. But I don't know, and I don't even know if it's in the original game either. But for now, I don't think I go on full Natsuki routes in my opinions, because I did ditch her by some options afterwards. And I can believe to say that there's actually 3 acts in these games, and writing poems, patience and trust. And it's just unfortunate that it happens. So my plan in the next episode is trying to go back with the option and trying to go with the flow. And then if there's anything change, I mean even though I'm gonna read the script against anyway, I mean what, we've been saving half of the page and we still having like some page left, and there's a lot of slot though. And I did make a promise that I actually want to overwrite these save points because I did goof back then. So yeah, so my plan in the next episode is to go back into this section, to try to go forward as quickly as I can, somehow to make it into this section. And you know, apologize and maybe keep money. I mean, you guys gonna hate when I'm doing this, but I'm honestly the ending in the cliffhangers, I'm not happy, but I would like to try other option as well. But yeah, this episode is really short, and I'm afraid I'm gonna make you guys and girls unhappy about this. I want to actually judge based on the games and themselves. The story is better, even though sadly it's not a sequel, it's just a mod. But I like the story. The story is really too deep. Some of them relating to real life. A lot of reference added too. I mean, remember Natsuki bring up the Sword Art Online. That's so cool. And also Christmas gifts, the Bleach box set. And if I don't know about the mangas, I'm really sorry. And I understand people may get triggers about me not knowing about the mangas and animes. And honestly, I'm not a manga, I'm not an anime nerd. I mean, there's actually a lot of animes that I haven't watched, and I'm not a type of people who into manga because it's bored. Because eventually there will be animes, and I like the movies, I like the TV shows more. So I don't read mangas much. So I just only only watching animes and trying to feel the stories like way better because there's animation characters moving. I mean, make them into real life though. I mean, but they just Japanese animes, Japanese cartoon. But at the end of the day, animes and mangas, they also have age restriction. It's just not just for kids but also for adults as well. So there's age restriction to be there. And if there's no age restriction but there's still like disturbing scenes, they give it PG, parental guidance. And if there's like way like too only for babies, they give it like guidance, like it's for own age. But yeah, most of the animes I watch is basically like maybe like having age restricted, like it's just only because of the violence, and this is basically focused on high school girls and slice of life. And it may be having like drama scenes, like it hits your heart to the core, to the mentors. So yeah, age restricted to be there. And yeah, but also at the end of the day, there will be some types of country they don't have the age restriction rules. Like in Vietnam, for example, we like search a lot of action animations, animes or movies. And unlike Western country, like we don't have age restriction rules. If you go to USA and you underage and you watch some things that is inappropriate, you might likely to get caught by adults actually. I mean, I cannot say the police can catch you. It's just adults trying to like restrict you like way harder though. But it's just like honestly, like parents protect their children. There's no way they're gonna call the police on them just because they watch something inappropriate. They just only having responsibility to trying to make sure that the children are doing something appropriate, and try to explain to them why they can do this, why they cannot do this, and then they will get better knowledge on trying to be better in the future. But yeah, that's a long conclusions. So yeah, at the end of the day, I just want to say that I really want to try out other options, because I just want to go on trying to pick other option. Who knows, maybe full Natsuki route. But so far I believe that I'm kind of teach her a lot. Like these options, like I'm picking Monica over Natsuki, and then I defend Sayori's over Natsuki, and then I even donate her money, but she seems a little bit off, but at the end she accepted. But I don't really want to check what if I keep my money, being selfish. It's not gonna be either way. But yeah, thank you guys and girls so much for watching. I'm checking the other options, and I'm gonna reread the script anyways, and trying to get into different options to try to make sure that maybe I don't miss anything in that character routes. Because at the beginning of the games, I believe that the dialogues design is just based on who you pick. But yeah, Anyway, thank you guys again so much for watching, and as always, hasta la vista. How not to break up Natsuki this time.